Is the Denali still the king of luxury trucks? We'll find out in today's video. I'll include a link to the National GMC's website in the description down below. If you have any questions and need any help, just ask for David. Also include a link to my car buying guide. Let's get into it. Under the hood, we have a 5.3 liter V8 that goes through a 10-speed. Fuel economy is 15 around town, 19 on the highway, with power outputs being 355 horsepower and then 383 pound-feet of torque. I'm trying to hit 500,000 subscribers before the end of the year. I'd really appreciate it if you'd help out with that. The hood is raised there on either side. Nice silver paint with this too. Got the classic C-shaped lights, lots of chrome trim here on the front grille. We also have fog lights and chrome recovery points even. So the Denali's still doing the Denali thing of making everything blinged out with the chrome. Tire wheel setup is 275 by 60 by 20. You've got nice chrome trim there on the wheels. Same thing with the badging there. And also, look at that, body painted fender flare. More chrome with the Denali badge, and then we've got the side steps that are actually wheel to wheel. There is a little bit of rake, but overall this has a pretty level stance front to rear. When it comes to key fob features, we've got our lock and unlock. We've got the remote start, tailgate drop down, and then the GMC logo on the back. LED lights, we've got an outlet here, and then we've got protection on the bed from the factory, and this has the tailgate step system. It's always satisfying closing this because it makes a nice click, and then you kind of lift it all up in one motion and boom, you're done. C-shaped taillights, we got the bumper steps here, body painted bumper, by the way. That will cap things off for the exterior. Let's now check out the interior. You got the nice wood trim cross stitching on the door panel too with some white piping. And then the seats have more of that nice leather trim, and you got the behind the seat storage there. But yeah, perforated all down the center. Good legroom in the back. We also have a storage pocket, cup holders, heated seats, USB ports, some vents. And then of course, headroom is good. Keyless entry for up front. Let's check it out. Blind spot monitoring with the mirrors, and then down below we've got our memory seat function. Front two windows are automatic, the mirrors power fold in, got the Denali badge, and then more of that nice wood trim, and I guess the stitching's more gray than white. 1588 for the payload capacity, and then 9200 for the towing. Denali there on the front seat, again perforated down the center. Power adjustments on the side with lumbar support. Passenger seat has the same. This does have a part-time four-wheel drive system, but it has auto, high, and low. Drive modes, tow haul mode. It also has automatic headlights. Let's fire up that 5.3. Now when it comes to the steering wheel, you've got the Denali logo front and center, paddle shifters there on the back, soft touch all around. Practical controls in the front face for the center, radio controls in the back too, and then we do have our cruise control and heated steering wheel button on the other side. Full digital gauge cluster in the center, and you can change the information that's displayed in the center. You also have the drive mode displayed there off to the side and the drive line. 360 camera system, bunch of different views with this, including the bed, so great resolution too. And then as for the rest of the screen, you've got the side tab here, you've got the main tab, it responds quickly, it has Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, and then you have the shortcut bar there. Dual zone climate controls, heated and ventilated seats, and below that we've got our controls for the lane departure, parking sensors, auto stop start, tailgate drop down, and hill descent control. Shifter for the 10-speed, trailer brake controls behind that, some cup holders here, nice trim on the center console. It does have a phone charging pad with some USBs and an outlet as well. And while we're talking about nice stuff, the dash, it's got that nice kind of like burnt effect on the glove box, and then more fancy trim up top. We do have a power sliding rear window, but no sunroof and no camera rear view mirror. 2026 Denali, $73,285. Let's see how this performs. Well, I don't know about this Denali, guys. I just reviewed an AT4 right before this. Diesel, camera rear view mirror, heads up display. So it had more features than this. And in my opinion, a better engine. I like the diesel more than this 5.3, and it was the same price. The AT4 is a much better value, but we'll keep driving the Denali. I will say the seats in the Denali seem like they're a little bit more comfortable. It's not like a huge difference, but they seem like they're a little bit more comfortable. But man, they are asking you to pay for the Denali name. They really are. Now this V8, it's got pretty good power. The 5.3 obviously is not the most exciting powertrain on the planet. The 6.2 is the one with the crazy power. But you know, it gets the job done. But also confusing me, why is the 5.3 even in the Denali? I think once you go up to Denali, it should either be diesel or 6.2. I mean, you can let me know if you disagree, but I think that the Denali should only have the premium powertrains. Yeah, the response to this is quite impressive, actually. I feel like the suspension's worse than the AT4 too. Like, this doesn't feel as comfortable over the same road as that AT4. The more I drive this, the more I'm like, why would you get a Denali instead of an AT4? You get the lift, you get the more aggressive tires. The diesel at the same price point. I don't know. It seems like the value proposition here is just stronger. I mean, this drives really well. I don't know, guys. You know, the Denali Ultimate's really cool because that has crazy interior, all the bells and whistles. But this regular Denali, it's nice. I just don't know if the price makes sense anymore considering what else you can get in the GMC lineup. And it's always funny when automakers do this. This has become super common in today's world of cars, where automakers are creating competition within their own brand, and they don't realize it, because I'm sure the perspective they look at it from is, oh, Denali's luxe, so it's got the luxe interior, and so there's going to be a, you know, bigger price tag on that because of that. But then, you know, your average Joe that buys a truck looks at this and goes, wait a second, heated cooled seats, leather seats, no heads-up display, no camera rear view mirror, no 2-inch lift. Wait, why is this more expensive than the AT4? The AT4 has more features. So I guess it's good for us because the AT4 is like we get it for a it's not a bargain by any means, it's still over $70,000, but we get it for a better buy versus, you know, the Denali here, where it's like you got to pay more for, you're literally paying more for less. But that explains like most of the car industry today, where vehicles have a particular price tag not based on what they offer, but based on what they are perceived as. So because this is perceived as Denali special, it's more money. Whereas AT4 doesn't have a name, so even though it's, in my opinion, a better truck in terms of the features and everything, it's less, well, same money for more features, so technically less. Let me know you guys think about the Denali. I think it's a nice truck. I just think that where this is priced at compared to the AT4 or even like an SLT, they're just better values. The Denali, you really are paying for the name. The Ultimate, you do get something special with that one though, so something to consider.